Kokichi, you always seemed to catch my eye, but you never let the truth slip from your grasp, surrounding yourself with all your lies, with a fake persona topped with a mask. I wanted to get to know you, wanted to be able to see the truth behind your eyes, but you only tried to fool me, spinning me into your web of lies. Eventually, I became fond of you, tried to ask you if you felt the same, only to be met with the same grin and a laugh, making me think I was so lame. The smile you always wore, I could see the lies that you used to hide, all the things on your mind, the things I wanted to know, were the things you never show. Thoughts of you began to fill my mind, blushing as the flustering thoughts came. I couldn't think of anything else. Teasing showing in all the others' eyes only reminded me of the way you made me feel. Could just be another lie. When the trial came, when you lost it, I was full of disappointment for your actions. Words were said that could be never taken back. We were distanced from each other, causing me so much shame for the words I wish I never said. When we got to the press, I could feel that you were no longer with me. Feelings were just shame and guilt for not being able to keep you safe. Tears fell down my face, wishing I could have at least been able to save one, and you would have been the one I would want to keep safe. The pain of losing a close friend and a past love made my heart break and shatter. As my thoughts began to scatter, full of self-hate and lies, causing me to painfully cry over something that was never mine. Whenever I think of you, it makes my blush come back before the tears come again, making my face turning red. Tears start to spread. Now you're dead, you're still in my head, tormenting my thoughts, making me want to see you again, only to be met with the truth that brings me so much despair. I will never be able to have you near, never be able to hear the words my heart is screaming. I love you. Never to be seen again, the torment of what I could have done. So many people lost because of me. So now I sit here, wishing I was dead. I looked up from the paper that was now stained with tears, feeling myself being consumed by more and more thoughts. It should have been me. It should have been me. It should have been me. The screams in my head made my tears come down faster as my breathing quickened. Saihara-chan. I looked around the room, seeing I was alone. Who said that? Kokichi? I said, my voice hoarse from the sobs that were bursting through my throat. It's not your fault. But it is, Kokichi. You died because of me. It should have been me. I pulled my knees up to my chest, hiding my face in them. I tried to give myself some sort of comfort from the embrace. Stop blaming yourself. I should have trusted you. I looked up, face flushed and teary-eyed, to see a little light coming from the side of the press. Confused, I walked over to see what it was. I went to touch it before it moved. Hello, Saihara-chan. I hope you don't mind that I'm still here. You must be so mad at me. I looked down at the paper in my hands before placing it on the press. I'm not mad, Kokichi. I should have told you. I said, hoping he would just understand what I was trying to get across to him. What did you need to tell me? I stayed silent, a blush coming to my face. I tried to cover it with my hand, but from the small giggles I heard, I'm assuming it didn't do much. So, Saihara-chan, while the press was closing in on me, with the poison flowing through my veins, I wanted to do one last thing before I died. But then, crash! The press came down on me, so I never got to do what I wanted to do. What a shame. I felt sad when he brought up his death, but I couldn't tell if he was still toying with me. Kokichi, what did you want to do? I could do it for you if you want, I said, moving the hand in front of my face to the back of my neck, scratching it nervously. Well, I highly doubt Saihara-chan would be able to do what I wanted to do. What do you mean? I asked. What kind of task was it that he thought I couldn't do? Well, if you wanted to know, I wanted to tell you something. So his dying wish was to tell me something? Why me? I wanted to tell Saihara-chan that I was hopelessly in love with him, but I had no idea how to tell him. And now I'm dead and never got the chance. Kokichi! He loved me? Then why was he always teasing me and laughing at me when I got nervous around him? Yeah, it's true. I thought I wouldn't lie to you now, because there would be no point, seeing as I'm no longer there to tease you. I could feel the tears coming to my eyes. The one person I loved couldn't tell me he felt the same way, and now because of me, he's dead. Sobs escaped my mouth, and I could feel his essence move to my side. Saihara-chan is always such a crybaby. Smile, you made it. You beat the killing game, just like I knew you would. He was silent for a moment while my crying calmed down. Well, now I have said what I came to say. I have to leave now. Goodbye, Saihara-chan. He said before the light disappeared from view. Kokichi, wait! Shuichi, what are you doing in here? Maki said with Himiko coming into the hangar behind her. I didn't say anything, I just wiped my tears. We should get going, Himiko said shortly after. I nodded, and we started walking out of the hangar. I looked back at the paper I left at the press. Goodbye, Kokichi. I love you, I said under my breath, leaving the hangar. I love you too, Saihara.